Ter apology, Ter statue, Ter still, Ter static, Ter station, and so on. Barcelona fans are really mad about their goalkeeper and captain, and some of them even hate him more than their arch-rival, Real Madrid. What is happening with Marc-André, and why do Barca fans dream of the day when the German goalkeeper leaves the club? We need to talk about Marc-André Ter Stegen seriously. Enough is enough. Barcelona fans are probably still in total shock after the horror show their goalkeeper put on in the match versus Monaco. Marc-André is the main culprit of Hansi Flick's first defeat of the season. A key moment in the match occurred in the 11th minute when Ter Stegen received a pass from the defender with 3 passing options, 2 simple and 1 difficult. And you know what? The goalkeeper took an age with the ball and ultimately chose the option of passing to Eric Garcia, who was being pressed by 2 Monaco attackers. ESPN FC highlights the surreal nature of the situation, which led to a red card for the defender, who was playing as a central defensive midfielder in this match. Total Barca goes even further and highlights 2 additional options available to the goalkeeper, Balde and Pedri. So, for those fans who place all the blame on Garcia, it's worth reconsidering before making accusations. Eric was forced to foul because Minamino was through on goal. It was an impulsive decision. However, Barcelona fans joke that both Araujo in the match against PSG and Garcia against Monaco committed fouls because they don't trust Ter Stegen's ability to save the day in big matches. Next came the first goal conceded, a near post strike past a completely frozen Marc-André Ter Stegen. It's this tendency to let in such goals that has earned the German goalkeeper the humiliating nickname Ter Static. But the reasons behind some Barca fans' hatred towards the German will be explored a bit later. Down to 10 men from the 11th minute, Barcelona players left everything on the pitch. Thanks to the magic of Lamine Yamal, they managed to equalize, but they couldn't hold on for the draw. The second goal conceded is also attributed to Ter Stegen. Ilenikana's shot was powerful, but came straight at the goalkeeper. However, Marc-André went down too early and couldn't save the ball that was headed directly towards him, an error in positioning during a one-on-one situation. Indeed, it was an utterly disastrous match for Barcelona's captain, and this was one of those instances where only his actions led to the defeat. Gave away the red card for Eric Garcia and failed to save the team when they needed it most. Incredible as it may seem, some statistical platforms chose Marc-André as the best player for Barcelona in the match. And this is absolutely a wild joke. Is it a troll? Barca fans were frankly confused about why the goalkeeper received such a high rating, but Barcelona fans were even more shocked by Ter Stegen's post-match interview. So, let's listen to what the Barcelona captain said and how he explained the defeat and the episode with Eric. We didn't understand each other well in the play, me and Eric. I feel bad for Eric. Something happened that shouldn't have happened to us, but that's football. We stood up to our challenge with 10 men. Fan reactions in the replies were swift, and the most popular comment was a request: leave the club. Journalist Joan Fontes was openly surprised by this interpretation of the episode. Ter Stegen claimed it was a fault of both Eric and him. It was your fault, Ter Stegen, and it was your fault alone. It was not a two-way affair, as you have said. You had 2 guys open, you screwed up. It's hard to disagree with that. Friends, give a thumbs up if you also believe that Ter Stegen made the worst choice for his pass, and that he was the main reason for Barcelona's defeat and suffering on the pitch. Another journalist, Alfredo Martinez, was also struck by the goalkeeper's audacity in his comments. What Ter Stegen did by blaming his teammates is worse than what he did on the pitch, stated the journalist. After the match, Ter Stegen was predictably trending on X, and you need to see the most vivid reactions and comments to understand the real sentiment within Barcelona's fan base. How about this, folks? True story, right? Or this seems like it's really something like you, huh? And here, it looks like Lamine Yamal might have known something even before the season started. Even legendary Michael Jordan, who was a special guest at the match, was left impressed by Ter Stegen's performance. Let's now move on to some more interesting comments with an analytical perspective. Completely understand why Nagelsmann preferred a 38-year-old fresh out of ACL injury Neuer over Ter Stegen, noted one of the fans. Another fan was even more critical in his tweet. His game against Monaco sums up his entire Barca career, the story of the most overrated goalkeeper in football history. A few saves at the end to make it into YouTube, top saves compilations, and trick the casuals. Meanwhile, the real fans will have to take another UCL defeat. Indeed, many consider Ter Stegen one of the world's top goalkeepers and a Barcelona legend. Over his career, he has made countless crucial saves and been part of championship-winning squads for the Catalan club. So, it's understandable that some might question this overreaction from Barcelona fans, as it might seem to them. This requires an explanation and analysis. Since moving to Barcelona in the summer of 2014, Marc-André Ter Stegen has conceded 111 goals in 93 European matches, more than 1 goal per game. Incredible. His statistics in the Champions League are equally shocking: 85 matches and 99 goals conceded. Ter Stegen was the main goalkeeper for Barcelona during some of the club's most painful defeats in European competitions in recent years. 3-0 against Roma in 2018, 4-0 against Liverpool in 2019, and 8-2 against Bayern Munich in 2020. In all these matches, Marc-André had chances to become the hero, but he failed to save the Catalans from humiliating defeats. And in all these matches, there are photos of Marc standing in the now famous pose, Ter Stegen. Some Barcelona fans accuse the goalkeeper of partially ruining Lionel Messi's legacy, arguing that if the Catalans had a stronger goalkeeper, they might have overcome Liverpool, and the 2018-19 season could have ended with a treble instead of just one title. Indeed, the criticism is fair, but there is an objective explanation for Ter Stegen's decline in recent seasons, and that is knee injury. Since the 2020-2021 season, this issue has been escalating, but the German goalkeeper continued to play despite the pain. Eventually, he underwent surgery, and the knee situation was temporarily put aside. However, last season, Marc-André suffered a new severe injury, spending 85 days on recovery. Ter Stegen isn't necessarily injury-prone, but many believe that his peak may already be behind him. Marc-André seems to be stagnating, making mistakes and not being a natural leader, even though the club awarded him the captain's armband due to his longevity at the club. The frustration among Barcelona fans and bloggers has reached its peak, and in some ways, they are undoubtedly right. At the very top level, you need your goalkeeper to bail you at times. You need him to stand up and save you when you really need it. Ter Stegen saves nothing, notes the blogger from Talk FCB. Journalist Rafael Hernandez believes that Barcelona should have placed their bet on Emiliano Martinez. Emiliano Martinez would have been generational for Barcelona. Difficult to sign him from Aston Villa now. By the way, friends, who would you like to see as Barcelona's goalkeeper? Drop your suggestions in the comments. And then, some are already calling for a chance to be given to 20-year-old Ander Astrolaga, seeing him as no worse an alternative to Ter Stegen. And some are just wondering, has Marc-André Ter Stegen overstayed his welcome at the club? I now understand this picture. One fan writes about a photo taken during the halftime break of the same Barcelona versus Bayern match. Messi doesn't rate him. The comments give us a hint to understand. And Lionel Messi knows football, that's for sure. Indeed, the situation surrounding Marc-André Ter Stegen has reached its critical point. Either the German goalkeeper will step up, or it's time for him to leave the club. Friends, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, like the video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to our channel. Check out our other videos about Barcelona and stay tuned to our channel. Bye-bye.